Whether you're working on lowering your handicap or just trying to keep the ball on the fairway, one thing is for sure. The 19th hole is always worth showing up for, and that's where Dan Murphy's steps in. Proud sponsors of Make Me Good at Golf, Dan's has the perfect post-round drinks thanks to their lowest liquor price guarantee. You know you're getting unbeatable value every time. Just like your golf game, they're all about bringing those numbers down in the best way. So swing by your local store or shop online. Dan Murphy's, where low scores and low prices go hand in hand. T's and C's apply. Remember to choose Drink Wise, even if your handicap is a work in progress.
Welcome to another episode of Make Me Good at Golf, a golfing podcast where three friends get together and try to get good at golf, and we're inviting you along for the ride. Joining me is Mr. 71 himself.
Boom.
Damien,
How are you? Long ball.
Damien Fleming, Mr. 48, Peter Hellier.
Bang. I'll say your boom, I'll raise your bang.
And
It seems a long time ago.
And-
48. It seems like ages. Who are you?
I am Mr. 300, Bingo Bango. Right there. Thank
Yards.
you. And we're going to kick off.
What is, actually, we asked,
300 yards?
yeah, how many metres is it?
270.
270.
That's right, yeah.
Yep. I had another one of those the other day. Into the Wind, which we'll discuss shortly.
Okay.
Yeah, on this whole...
Will we?
Yeah, 100% we will.
And is it 301 yards?
That's right. I've got all the exact details. Don't worry about that. But I'm going to welcome onto the show a very special guest.
Love a special guest.
He is a mad keen golfer, loves this podcast.
Oh, cool, yeah.
So we love him. We love him already. That's a tick. Puts him in a very small group. But he also is famous for his polo. I'm gonna pump up his tyres here. Australia's greatest ever polo player.
Oh,
Are we
wow.
talking polo on horses?
On horses.
On horses.
Not Marco Polo in a pool.
Okay, good.
Polo
good.
on horses,
Yep.
right? Captain of the Australian Polo team.
Oh, wow.
And has a global reputation in the world of polo. I recently went to some polo matches with him in England when I was there, and he is currently commentating in Florida, which is where he joins us. Glen Gilmore, welcome to Make Me Good at Golf.
Cheers, fellas. It's pleasure to be on. We met you, Limo, 2018 when we were down doing the Portsea event, and been lucky enough to
Yep.
keep in touch. And then when you guys cracked into this fantastic podcast, I was like, I want to be all over this.
Yeah, so it's weird and true. So Glenn and I first met. Did you know I was a polo commentator?
No.
No,
Yes.
how'd you get the gig?
No.
Polo deserves better than that shit.
So what are you doing? Roll something out.
Yeah, come
What
on.
would you do?
Okay, let me tell you how it worked, all right? It was the Portsea Polo. Now, the polo at Portsea is famous for having a bunch of people watch it who know nothing
Yeah,
about
good call.
polo.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the commentary was Glen Gilmore, expert, polo expert.
Boom.
And the thought was, let's put with Glen
like
someone
this.
who knows nothing about polo so they can ask the stupid questions that
Yes.
the people in the crowd are probably thinking to themselves.
So they just got a stupid person.
So they got a stupid person, which is me.
He's very
And
good at asking the stupid questions.
That's what I mean, just a
Yeah.
stupid
I-
person.
This is how good I am at
And
stupid.
you know what they said? Act naturally.
I was so good at asking stupid questions, I did it 3 years in a row with Glenn.
What was he like, Glenn?
He was very good. The stupidest questions were the best. They were so fun. No, we
That's
did
it.
great.
See-
It was a good crew, isn't it?
It is indeed. So, Glenn, for example, something I found very interesting with polo, every polo player carries a score that tells you how good they are. And a polo
handicap.
team, a handicap, much like golf, and a polo team, you add up,
In fact, you should join Future Polo if you get a chance. Get your handicap.
get your handicap down.
That's an idea.
And then a polo team, you've got to add all the handicaps up so both teams have the same total
Yeah.
handicap, which means, Glenn, doesn't it? Some super rich person can come into a team and they can be completely shit, but if they put a bunch of good players with them, the totals of the two teams
Right.
will add up. Glenn, correct me if I'm wrong in my
Mate,
explanation
you've
of that.
nailed it. Geez, you learnt a lot in those 3 years. Good job.
You may lose your job.
I know too much. And
So
Glenn,
the-
what's the highest score that highest handicap an individual polo player can have?
So everyone gets ranked, and it's not not like golf where the number of shots that you hit, you know what it is. Polo is a subjective handicap that starts at -2 if you were to start tomorrow, right through to 10 is the highest in the world that you can get to. So there's 12 increments to rank every person around the world in the sport. And then depending on what level you're playing, you then add your team together. And polo is an interesting one because it's one of only 2 sports where you can own the team, but you can then play and participate on the team.
Oh.
Yeah. So you can buy your way in. Like, is yachting the other sport you were
Correct.
thinking of? Yes. So you can, but you could do the Sydney to Hobart if you've got $1 billion. Just buy a yacht and away you go.
You're not commentating on the Sydney Hobart, are you?
No, I'm not commentating
Jeez.
on the Sydney to Hobart.
My God.
Glenn, how does one get into polo? What are the steps?
So, well, nowadays it's quite easy. You can just go and pay for a lesson and crack on and have some fun with it. It's not a cheap sport to have the
No.
horses, but you can do it at a reasonable level where you can just rent horses and get your gear and away you go. And obviously, if you want to join a flash golf club and get the flash clubs and the flash clothes and everything and have all the lessons, that's expensive. But you can do golf at a lesser level, and the same with polo. So
You can buy a shit
it's,
horse. Get a shit horse.
Yeah. And own
And
the
what's
team,
interesting-
and you're fine.
Yeah, just
Exactly.
use one of your golf clubs as the polo stick,
Yeah.
whatever it's called. What is that called? Just
a mallet or a
a
weapon.
mallet, of course.
Yeah.
That was in the brain somewhere. I did know
Well,
that.
stick,
Yeah, and I mean-
stick will do.
I suppose,
Stick will do.
is polo just golf for rich people with horses?
It probably could be. I mean, it's been called hockey on horseback, but what
Hockey
it
on
is I'm a
horseback.
farmer's son from Queensland, and like a lot of guys that get in and become professionals, they're good at riding horses. I was good at sport, and the two of them sort of came together. My grandfather played, and they only had horses back then. And then obviously tractors came along and trucks came along, and they would ride their own horses to polo, play on the weekend, and ride back. And then it sort of came that trucks came around, and people were like, this polo thing's a bit of fun. But I like your horse better than mine. So, Flem, if you and I are on the same golf handicap, polo handicap, and you have a better horse, you're going to beat me. So, horses are about 80% of the game. They're that important.
Wow.
Now, one thing, because Glenn's travelled the world playing polo, he's met everyone in the polo world. And, of course, the royal family is in the polo world.
Yes.
And I remember asking you this question before, Glenn, but it's a bit of fun. If you can tell us how good each member of the royal family is, starting with the king. How good is King Charles?
Yeah, well, I played with him quite a lot when he was Prince Charles. Obviously, I haven't played with him. He hasn't played polo since he's been King Charles. But he was good. Like, as an amateur, he was 4 goals. So if you to give you some idea, if you start tomorrow polo and you've not ridden, which happens a lot with the wealthier people that want to own a team, they've made all their money from their business. They're late 40s. They go, right, I want to play polo. They go and buy their horses, get themselves started. They've never ridden. So this is a really interesting thing. People come in and they start playing, and then they go through. So, and if you as a sponsor or a patron of a team, you're going to get to naught, maybe 1, maybe 2. But Prince Charles, as an amateur, he got to 4 goals, and he won the Queen's Cup and the Gold Cup in England. He was quite good.
Okay, Prince William?
Prince William is a real terrier on the field. Fight like you can't believe. Hates being because people don't want to go hard against him. So he will actually, he goes, don't you dare not come and ride me off or hook me or steal the ball from me. Like, push, like, let's have a real proper game. And William was a bit quieter. He wasn't into it as much as Harry, but Harry was a proper little goer. He went hard.
Yeah, right. Okay. So what would their goal, what their handicap be?
I think
the
they
boys?
when they grew up, they only got to play once a month. They hardly even got to ride because they're so busy. Their schedules are so busy. I've done 30 years in England, backwards and forwards, English summers, Australian summers for 30 years, sort of like you, Flem, with the cricket, backwards and forwards. And they just get such a bum rap in the press over there. And they're just really nice people. They really are.
Well, Glenn took me out to Royal Ascot last June.
Right. Yes.
Because we were over in England.
Lovely.
He said, why don't you come out and I'll show you around the polo field? I said, great. So I got the young fella. Lad and I got the train, and Glenn picked us up at the train station. And I'll tell you what, you're in Royal Ascot when the trains, and anyone who's been there will know this, Glenn picked us up at the train station. There is a car dealership right next to as you drive out, there's a car dealership right there. It is a Maserati car. No, it's a McLaren car dealership right there. And then about 200 metres up the road is a Maserati car dealership. And I thought, well, we've arrived in Royal Ascot.
And Lima, you were saying to me that you were invited to play with Prince Andrew at the Epstein Island Invitational. You said you had a great time.
No, I had a gig in Bathurst, actually, as it turns out.
How's your alibi?
Couldn't do it. I don't know if I'm referenced. I haven't searched my name in the Epstein files.
Well, we'll find out in the next couple of months anyway, won't we?
We will. Hey, Glenn, what are some of the traits? You kind of mentioned that Harry was a bit of a goer and all that. And if, I haven't paid a lot of attention to polo over the years.
Nope,
I remember being in Pretty Woman.
Yes.
Richard Gere and Julia Roberts have visited the polo. But what are the traits? Like, I imagine it takes more courage than we probably even think about to kind of be riding horses like that and leaning over and swinging the mallet and all of that.
But just a classic golf, left-handed, right-handed, right? You can play either way. Polo, you have to have the mallet in your right hand. So people that are left-handed are like, well, hang on, what do I do? It's like, it's okay. Then you're steering and riding the horse with your left hand with the reins, and your right hand is then with the stick. So people that are left-handed, they normally get around quite well on the horse because that's their natural horse. And then you give them teach them how to swing and hit the ball. But it's a very physical sport. It's an amazing one that you can play with family and friends. But the horse aspect is the key. The horses are just the most unbelievable equine athletes. The speed that they can go, they can stop, turn around, go. So a Melbourne Cup's 2 miles takes about 3 minutes, 20 seconds, but a chukker, a time frame in polo, depending on the level you play, will be 4, 5 or 6 chukkers. They do 7 minutes. So these horses have to do 2 Melbourne Cups with non-jockey size people on them, and they finish the chukker and they just walk off. They're just the most amazing athletes.
And Glenn, what about the big tournaments that you played in? Do they have majors in polo?
Yeah, so polo you can play in a country like Australia. You can play polo 12 months of the year because it's a deep country. You can play in the winter. You go to Queensland. In the summer, you go south. In England, unfortunately, small country, they only play in the summer. So the horses come in the 1st of March. They play from the end of April through till the middle of September, and then the weather's just horrible. So they don't do that. They do actually play a bit of arena polo in the winter. Plus something for you, I got to play on a frozen lake in Switzerland in January. Oof. I've done that 3 times. It was unbelievable.
That's pretty good. You wouldn't want to fall off, I wouldn't have thought.
No, falling off's okay. It's not like an ice skating rig. It freezes over. I don't know, it's like a meter deep or whatever, and they've got certain things that tell you how deep the snow is as to how much weight it can take. But we have a full polo thing on there, heated marquees. All the horses are on the are down on the ice, and then they get fresh snow every night, or they make the snow and they groom it. And when the conditions are right, it's really, really good footing. So you can fly around there. That's it's an amazing deal.
That's amazing. That's pretty cool. And the best polo countries in the world, is it England, Argentina, and us?
No. Argentina.
Was that one of these stupid questions?
Yeah, that's true. He's back.
But what a good question.
He's just reverting to this is his standard.
Argentina, if there was an Olympics for polo, which there was back in Berlin in whenever the hell that was, 30, 20 something. Anyway, but polo, Argentina could put in 10 teams that would beat everyone in the world. They are just so far superior. Yeah, for a while, Australia was up there with England, USA, Brazil, Chile, New Zealand, South Africa. But right now, Argentina is by far the strongest, by so far. And then, England, America. Australia's dropped off a bit, unfortunately.
Make Me Good at Golf is all about lowering your handicap, and with Dan Murphy's on board, we're lowering more than just your scores. With their lowest liquor price guarantee, Dan's makes sure you're never overpaying for that well-earned drink after you're hit with mates. Whether it's a post-round beer or a celebratory bubbly for that unexpected birdie on the 12th, how good was that? Dan Murphy's has your back. Great drinks, lowest prices, and always within reach, online or in store. Dan Murphy's, proud sponsors of Make Me Good at Golf, and even prouder price cutters. T's and C's apply. Remember to choose Drink Wise.
And now you're currently in Florida in the States. Is it a popular sport in the States?
Yeah, very popular. Yeah, a lot of money over here, and these guys come in, and we just had a game out here on the main field here at the National Polo Centre, and it's busy. And starting next week, they've got the Gauntlet of Polo, which the Americans love their words and the things that they do. But so the Gauntlet of Polo starting, which goes right through till the end of April. So yeah, they love that.
Very nice. Now, you're in Florida, you're commentating the polo.
Yep.
But you're also playing golf, which
Yes.
is what we love. You
I
are
know.
a golfer. I know when we were in England, you were listing off all the courses you were playing at, and I was wildly jealous. Wishing I had time to play at a couple of them.
We're very lucky,
tell
right
us-
near where we were at, where you came to the Guards Polo Club. Like you've got Sunningdale, Wentworth, Berkshire. There's also Worplesdon, Woking, West Hill. There's so many of them right there. Queenwood.
Yeah, some nice courses down in that area. So let's go over your golfing journey. When did you start playing?
My grandfather was responsible for that. He loved his golf, and he was a very quiet man. And we would go golfing with him up to Warwick in Queensland. I'm from the Darling Downs, and we grew up in Allara in Queensland, and then we'd go up to Warwick, and I'd play with him. And young guy, I was 12, 13, and I'm just trying to hit the crap out of it like everyone does. And he's like, Glenn, you need to. He was a very quietly spoken man, and he's like, just go steady. You just need to swing at 80%, and that's how I play my golf now. I've been single figures I never got any better than 6, but I've been 6 to 9 in the last 40 years, I guess, 30 years probably, and I have that very slow sort of. I mean, people say it's like an Ernie Els or Fred Couples. I'm far from as good as them, but it's a very slow swing. I don't try and hit the ball very hard.
And so down to 6 is your lowest handicap. What about favourite courses you've played over that journey?
So something close to home is Kerry Packer's course that he built up at Elliston in New South Wales. Did you ever get up there, Flint?
No. So what's it like? Is there a similar course to it?
No.
No.
It's ridiculous. I tell you what, no, I take that back. Cathedral.
Okay. Yep.
It's very
Right, okay.
similar.
Dave
done
Evans's
like
course,
Cathedral. But when you go to Elliston,
Did Greg Norman
there is,
do both?
yeah, did both. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And when you go to Elliston, there's nobody there. Like if you see someone else out on the course, not only are you shocked, you're slightly pissed off because there's never anyone out there. There's just nobody out there. But so I grew up at Elliston. My father was a farmer in Queensland. Kerry Packer wanted to start playing polo. He started polo at 50 years old and got to 2 goals as an amateur at 50 years old. He was a big man, and he got in and he loved his golf, as we know. And then he built and got Greg Norman and Bob Harrison to build this unbelievable course at Elliston. Started in 2000 odd. There's 100 bunkers on it. And we watched them build the golf course while we were there. And all of our paddocks that we had our horses in and everything. And then all of a sudden, when they put it all up, you could see they'd put a marker for the tee, a marker at 150, and a marker for the green. And we didn't know what they were to start with. Then when they told us, we started to see the course take shape. I've never seen a course be built, but over the course of 18 months, we watched the course be built through the gullies and the valleys, and it follows Pages Creek all the way through. And it is an unbelievable test of your golf as well.
Yeah, we should just sneak on. Make me good at golf there. Did you play golf with Kerry Packer? What was he like?
No, I didn't. We would go out on the course sometimes, and he would come out on his course, and he was. But I think it was finished in 2000. He died in 2005, so his health was declining, and he would come out and on the golf course on his golf cart, and he'd watch you. He'd watch you hit a few holes, and then off he'd go. And so never got to play golf with him, but he was an amazing man for so many sports, cricket. But what he did for polo was the same as he did for cricket as well.
And what about the Shark? Did you get to meet him during that design process?
No, I was too young. I wasn't really in that sort of fold. I was there living on the property. My father worked for Kerry Packer, and I was one of the lucky ones early on in the first 15 years. I probably played the course nearly more than anyone. And it is a very, very cool place. I'm the only person, I think, to have ever walked the whole course. There's lots of long gaps in between. I did it one Christmas, and it was, safe to say at the end of it, I wished I hadn't have done it because it's a long way and it's hot. A lot of big hills, a lot of brown snakes, but just beautifully designed. And he just had carte blanche to do whatever he wanted. Harrison and Norman, they went out and they built you guys really should look to try and get on there if you can. It's an amazing thing. Then when you get to England, Wentworth, Sunningdale, Queenwood is one that is a very private one. Do you guys know about it?
No,
No.
what's the story with that one?
Oh, it's a members-only guest. A guy called Fred Green, I think his name is, an American guy. There's 250, maybe 300 members, and a lady that I played for in England is a patron, and she joined there early on. It's a debenture style thing. I think she got in at like $50,000 US dollars, and it's now 250 to join, I think.
Oh,
and you can
wow.
sell your debenture.
Right.
So she got in at 50, and if she wanted to get out, she's made money on it. I mean, she hasn't made money
So a
because
bit
it's
like
cost.
the National in Victoria. Steve Waugh got me onto Beaverbrook. That's another recent private course,
What's that
isn't
one?
it? Have you
What's
played
that
that?
one?
No,
What's that?
where's that?
Beaverbrook.
Grow up, Flem. Grow up.
That's what it's called.
Grow up.
Not the.
Come on.
Steve Waugh got me onto it.
I thought you were going to ask. I thought we've had Kerry Packer, Greg Norman. I wanted to ask Glenn about somebody else he hasn't met.
Yeah,
Over the years.
could you get a third, a hat trick there?
Yeah, I was going to ask about
Beaverbrook.
Beaverbrook.
Say it, yes.
Beaverbrook.
Look it up.
Yep.
Where is it?
Where is Beaverbrook?
South of London.
Oh,
Oh,
right.
you had to go south. You had to go south.
But it's a bit like you. I think it's like $250,000 to get
Wow.
in. And Steve Waugh, I think it was a couple of guys that sponsored his cycling charity tour. So we got on there.
How'd
It
you
was
play?
sensation. The pros are there giving you tips before you hit off and all that, but very new, like built in the last 10 years.
Yeah, right. How'd you go? Did you play well?
Me and Tugger lost on the last. It's funny with Steve Waugh. I've partnered him a lot. He doesn't understand the concept of team. So even though you're on his team, right, he can't help sledging because he's the biggest sledger I played with. And I'm going, hey, mate, I'm over the ball. I'm on your team, mate. Sledge the
You can
other
help
two.
me sledge the other two idiots. Yeah.
So I'm going to give him one more round, Steve Waugh. Too big a sledger. He sledges on the golf course too.
That's amazing.
Especially if he gets you on
and-
the Beaverbrook. Jeepers.
Yeah. And Glenn, what about the any big names you've played with over the years or professionals
Golf?
you might have in golf? Yes.
Oh, I tell you what, I did get invited to because we lived 3 minutes from Wentworth, and we at a beautiful place called Cowarth Park. There was polo fields there. We lived there, and it's now a big hotel. What's the name of it? The chain of it. Anyway, I should know. It's gorgeous, and it's and just around the corner there we go, and my mate goes, "Do you want to come and be a celebrity at the Gary Player Golf Day?" And I'm like, "Well." Obviously, but there's a minor problem. I'm not a celebrity. He goes, no, you're the Australian Polo captain. You can do what you like. And I went, yeah, right. I'm going to own this. So I rock up there, and you turn up, and literally it was the most awesome 2 days. You'd go, you'd sit down, you get given this ridiculous goodie bag of all the stuff you wanted. I think I still got the shoe bag from that. You know, it was so beautifully well built and well done. Then you had the balls and everything. You go out, hit them. Breakfast was gorgeous. The bacon buddies that you'd know about, Flem, in England, they do it so well. The coffee, everything you want. We'd go and play, and Gary Player would be on one hole, and he'd play one hole with every group. Anyway,
Right.
The second year, I played it for about 5 years, and the second year, he knew that I loved the horses. He's into his racing and polo, and he's not into polo, but he's into racing, and then the horses. And so everyone had the shits because he did 3 holes with us talking about horses, and a couple of the groups didn't get to play with him. Yeah, he was a good guy, but he does the funny. Have you had much to do with him, guys, at all, with Gary Player?
No.
No, I think he saw Ricky. He played with Ricky Ponting, and he said to Ponting, "You're wasting your time playing cricket." That's how much he rated Ponting's
really?
golf.
Wow.
Yeah.
He's a seriously fit man, Gary, and he's got all these little tricks that he does to show how strong he is. And with clubs in his feet, it's weird. You have to see it. But when he sits there and he does a bunker, routine to show people, he goes, right, this is how you hit out of the bunker. He hits every one of them perfectly, and he's showing off to people. He was in his 70s. He's 80 something now. And then you'd finish your round. You'd go and have a few drinks. Everyone would shower, put on your black tie, go to dinner. And they had Martin Bayfield, who was the British rugby union guy, the forward, the massive man, and he is a body double for Hagrid, I think, in all the Harry Potter movies. He's a huge man, and then you've got Gary Player, who's 4 foot nothing, and the two of them up at the stage up on, and they were chatting away, and Martin Bayfield just taking the mickey out of everyone. There was golfing celebrities, media celebrities, actors, and all sorts of people that love their golf. I met a few BBC presenters who were really good fun. kept in touch with them. A couple of the English footballers were good fun to have a bit of fun with them. And then Bayfield was taking the mickey out of everyone. He goes, how's this Aussie, this bloody Australian polo player, captain guy? Like, who's this guy? Anyway, he was just having fun with everyone, Bayfield.
Good stuff.
I did play one of Gary Play's courses in Sun City in South Africa. That was a beautiful course. Absolutely.
When did you play that?
After I exited the jungle, and I did I'm a Celebrity came out a few years ago, and we went up to Sun City and played a beautiful course, 2 courses, and played 9 holes on one of them. I had to stop playing because I bought a box of balls and I lost them all. Couldn't play the last hole.
That's the way. Yeah. That's the Peter Hellier way.
There we go. That was pre-make me good at golf.
Mr. 48 because he lost 48 balls in the 9 holes. Now, Glenn, we'll let you get back to the polo shortly, but you are in Florida at the moment. We know you've played a bit of golf there. Take us into the Florida golfing experience, because it is probably golf central in America, the state of Florida.
I mean, I knew there was a few golf courses here, but I was driving down the turnpike, the thing that, like the motorway, and you're driving along, and then I've got a big screen in my car, and it's all on on the satellite imagery thing, and you're looking, you're like, oh my God, golf course. And there was so many where we are. We're near PGA National and Seminole and all these other ones, but so far I've played Breakers West, the Reece Jones's course, which was really smart, tight, not easy to score, and then played Mayaku, which is the Mayaku is apparently the local Indian here, and it's also a difficult course. Wellington National, and I haven't actually been able to play many more, but I'm hoping to get a few more in the future. You
play a very similar handicap than Flam over here. We call him Mr. 71. 71's his best golf score and his highest cricketing score. But what's your best score on the golf course?
I can't believe I'm going to say this. It's 71. I had a 1 under.
We got a Mr.
71. And what's your highest test score?
You got me. You got
71. Well done.
Yeah, it was a 72, past 72, and I played 1 under one day, and I got a 71. And I was like, okay, I'm pretty good now. I'm enjoying my day's good. I'm done for today. That's done.
Where was that, Glenn?
Warpleston. Yeah, there's 3 of them. Warpleston, West Hill, and Woking are all in the area there. They're really cute little English courses. And it's just, it's an amazing little area.
And did you know your score going into the 18th?
Yes, and I had to get a par to do it, and I got it. And the knee knocker putt, the last 4-foot knee knocker putt, it's the worst feeling. Well,
only you and me know that. And this group here, so yeah.
Glenn, have you ever hit the ball 300 yards or scored 48 stable for the points?
I've hit a couple 300 yards, but a bit like hitting it down a road somewhere. That's about as far as I've gone, and never got close to 48 stable for points.
You are the champion.
I am.
There we go. And in Florida, any famous for its alligators? Have you come across any out in course?
Oh, second hole the other day. And I'm just getting ready, par 3, and then they go, oh, yeah, just don't hit it left. I'm like, why? And then they showed me, and there's a massive crocodile over there. Like, okay, that one's easy. Work that out.
You don't go get your ball, do you?
Steer clear of that one. So you were getting out a bit. And how much longer are you in Florida for?
So since finishing sort of my playing career, I've done more of the coaching and commentating thing. And it's taken me around the world. I was in Argentina in November, December doing the Argentine Open, which is really cool. And then I'm here from January through till April. And then I go and do the English season from, end of April through till September. So if you guys are over there, I'd love to take you and play some golf and have some fun. And anyone else that's listening on the podcast, they want to reach out, I'd love to play some golf with anyone, because I really love the way you guys are getting everyone in and enjoying their golf. It's great fun.
Well, we might not be there this year, but we're a very good chance next year. I'll be over there for the Ashes, and there's a little rumour that make me good at golf.
Ashes Tour, British Open.
Ashes, British Open,
British Open,
Wimbledon.
British
Tour
Open
is going to happen.
We'll throw some polo in there as well now.
You definitely come to the polo
in. Well, the British Open is at St Andrews in 2027, which coincides with the Ashes. Which might coincide with a little make me good at golf.
There's some rumblings. There are some rumblings.
We will be.
So, Glenn, we would love to have a round with you at some point in a when we're all in the same country.
Maybe even Beaverbrook.
Oh,
Yeah, let's get it done.
Just grow up.
That'd be nice. All right, we know we've caught you midway through your workday over there, so we'll let you get back to it. And I'm sure you're pausing for the Super Bowl at some point, are you?
Well, this is the thing. Like, I'm super excited. I'm heading back to the place that I'm living at, and they've got a Super Bowl party. It's my first one. I can't wait to get into it and see what it's like.
Yeah, great. All right, well, Glen Gilmore, polo extraordinaire and golf lover, we appreciate your time on Make Me Good at Golf.
Thanks, boys. I've really enjoyed it. I'm glad to be a part of what you do. I do my own podcast as well, and I know how fun it is. I got the same as you. I've got 2 mates that we do it, same as you guys, and we talk about people's life with horses, and it's a lot of fun.
What's the name of your podcast?
Make Me Good at
It's
Polo.
called the NRG. So NRG stands for Nick, Ross and Glenn. Nick is a guy from Norway. Ross is a mate who was born in Australia, but he's a bloody New South Welshman. And he now lives in New Zealand. And Glenn, Nick, NRG podcast, The Horse That Asked Why, and other stories. So we go to every equestrian discipline that we can and interview the legends from that sport and either find out a cool story or some information that can help people to better the life of their horse. So it's really fulfilling. It's a lot of fun.
Cool.
Oh, that's cool. NRG, get onto it. Glen Gilmore, we appreciate your time, as I said, and enjoy your Super Bowl party.
Yeah.
Thanks, boys. I hope the
And
I hope the
remember-
handicaps keep tumbling.
And remember, Glenn, make me
Good at
golf.
If you're listening to Make Me Good at Golf, chances are you're trying to lower your handicap. And just like your swing, Dan Murphy's is all about keeping the numbers down, especially when it comes to price. As proud sponsors of the pod, Dan's brings you their lowest liquor price guarantee. So whether you're celebrating a PB or still struggling to get your handicap moving in the right direction, you're never overpaying for a post-round drink. Dan Murphy's, great drinks, lowest prices, and one more way to level up your game. T's and C's apply. Remember to choose Drink Wise.